Radwanski of Radwanski's Ramblings blog, and you're currently writing for Maclean's, media credited at Maclean's. What do you think of the convention so far?
It's finally getting interesting. I'm just being the convention's finally starting. In general, I mean, we've been kind of scrounging for a couple of days just to get enough stuff to go with that's interesting people on the outside, because a lot of the first couple of days are all policy talks and constitutional stuff, and stuff that really outside this convention nobody cares about. Now it's starting to get interesting, and what's interesting about this convention compared to most of them is that usually, to be honest, having covered these, it's sort of an army of zombies coming in. I mean, it's a bunch of delegates who are brought by a campaign. They're kind of rental liberals or rental Tories or whatever who don't really make up their own minds. The reason this is a little different, I think it probably has to do with campaign finance rules on this. They couldn't really pay for people quite the same way as they would have liked to. So a lot of people paid their own way here. And from what I can tell from talking to some of them around here, the people who kind of make up their own minds about things a little more than usual. So for instance, these convention speeches actually matter, which is unusual because normally they're completely irrelevant to the process.
Do you think that the new financing rules are going to, especially under the Federal Accountability Act, are going to further hamper the Liberals and the way that they do fundraising, because generally their fundraising strategies to gather large donations and all at once?
Yeah, I mean, assuming that the Accountability Act is passed, which still seems to be kind of up in the air, yeah, I think that they probably will have an effect on the Liberals more than the other parties. I mean, certainly the Conservatives can count more on individual donors, and the Liberals do tend to bring in corporate money, less than recently than they would normally because they're not in government. And to that extent, I mean, when the Conservatives are in government, it is a little easier to raise corporate money, so it doesn't help them in the short term either. But I think, I would have to agree that for this party, it's a big challenge. Especially depending on who the leader is. I mean, if the new leader doesn't inspire a lot of interest among grassroots kind of Canadians who aren't actually here, it may give a pretty big problem.
Do you think we'll see any surprises tonight?
Tonight or tomorrow?
Not tonight. I guess we all know what the outcome is tonight. But what is your prediction for a big surprise tomorrow?
I don't know about a big surprise. I think if we're looking at what might be unusual in this, I have a very hard time seeing Ignatieff actually winning this. I could be wrong, but frontrunners never lose Liberal leadership conventions federally. I just don't see how he's going to get enough support from the other candidates, especially who will go to him, which delegates will go to him, because if you look at any of the polling numbers, he's just not a second choice for most people. Certainly outside Quebec, he's not a second choice. The other thing that might be interesting, and we'll see how this proceeds, is that to read the media the last couple of days, or longer than that, it's supposed to be Dion, anybody who comes up the middle and maybe surpasses Ray and takes on Ignatieff or takes on Ray on a final ballot or whatever. And that might happen, but I'm not convinced that Dion's going to pass Kennedy before. I mean, Kennedy has a slightly higher percentage of his delegates that actually turned up here. If he can get Ken Dryden supporters, Ken Buchanan to go over to him, which I don't think is impossible, he may stay ahead of Dion, in which case that whole Dion story basically dies relatively early in the day, which nobody's really predicted.
Well, Adam, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, good to talk to you.